Swayze, what's good, man? What is today? Friday the 21st. Shit, what did I do with Discord? I appreciate that, Swayze. Yeah, hopefully more videos soon. I'd like to make that an effort this year, you know, to be better about content, I guess, you know what I mean? I'm trying to get this year figured out, and it's slowly coming into fruition. For instance, like, I'm at a house right now. You know, I'm just going live on a limb right this second. Haven't even told anybody I was gonna go live or anything like that. This morning I woke up late and was just, you know, I went to bed at like 2:30 a.m. last night because I'm staying at a friend's house, and you know, I have my daily rituals every single morning that I do, which is learn Japanese and do a couple of brain games. This dog is massive. This is a Great Dane. What's up, girl? Go. Go. I gotta do stuff. No, go. 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 She needs a lot of attention. Oh, thanks, man. I appreciate it, Swayze. Yeah, hopefully the Japanese stuff, like, obviously it's gonna take me a while to get over there. I gotta figure out a way to raise up some capital. That, or just get a steady remote job. That way I can still work while I'm over there. But I applied for my D11 passport application like a couple days ago, and so I'm starting to try and get the ball rolling. With all that. I'm honestly surprised anyone even showed up. So yeah, Swayze, I don't think I did a very good job of explaining myself in my last video on the Jake McCollum channel. What I'm trying to do is I'm trying to like stop doing the car life stuff, and so the way I'm thinking about it is I can just, if I move to Japan for a little while, then I'll just sell my car right before that, and then I'll just stay in Japan, and the cost of living in Japan is significantly cheaper. And so, you know, if I'm going to school there for language learning, I can stay in Japan for 2 years on a student visa. And with that student visa, depending on which school I go to, they'll set me up in either a host family's house, or I can get my own place. It kind of just depends on my own funds and what I want to do. But they kind of set that stuff up for you if you want to go that route. So, I mean, that covers like the first 2 years of being able to stay out in Japan. But after that, I will have to figure out a different visa, basically. So either a work visa, I could start a business and have a business manager visa. Yeah, and I mean, that all of that gets complicated. There's a bunch of different types of visas. But I think the most likely visa that I could get would probably be start a business, because I don't have an educational background. I don't have like a bachelor's degree or anything like that. And so I wouldn't even be able to teach English out in Japan, which is typically like what most people do when they want to move to Japan, is they just get a bachelor's or something like that. And then it's pretty easy to get a job teaching English in Japan. But I don't really want to do that. And so really my only other option is to start a business out there. And then basically that visa lasts as long as you can keep your business running. Yeah, I hear going over there is pretty life-changing. It's definitely a lot different than the States, you know what I mean? It's entirely different. I just feel like I'd like it a lot over there. Maybe there's opportunities over there that I'm supposed to experience in life that, you know, I haven't quite been able to find here. Built, that's a good question. So, I mean, honestly, man, I've done more research and studying on the language itself than I have the actual country. Like a typical American that I am, of course, my mind automatically goes to Tokyo, Osaka, all of that. But like, I'm a lot more open to other places than just that. But obviously, I think that's where I'd like to start, at least Osaka. I know Tokyo is a little, maybe not Americanized, but it's definitely tourist heavy, you know what I mean? And I'm trying to experience Japan for what it really is, not all the, you know, the touristy stuff, so. But I mean, I've got a whole here, I'll show you. I've got a whole ass, watch later list of just Japanese stuff right here. So like, this is like, all this right here is all my Japanese videos. It's like, you know, consolidated down to like what not to do, what to do, places to go. You know, obviously videos about studying the language, things you need to know, random vlogs of people being there. And I've just been kind of going down this list and studying and taking notes on, you know, kind of getting ready for my own experience, if that makes sense, you know? Yeah, smaller villages, I'm down with that. Yeah, I'm sure it probably would be more budget friendly, honestly. Because, you know, I mean, it's kind of the same thing like here in America. If you want to, you know, spend your time in a bigger city like Austin or Dallas here in Texas, obviously you're going to be paying a lot more to live in those cities. But, you know, if you're in a small town like I'm in right now, my hometown, then of course you're going to be paying a fraction of what it would cost to be in a big city like that. So yeah, that makes sense. And then also, the benefits of being in a smaller village or town is like you get to be around like super native people, and you know, small town people that actually like know the country. You're not spending a whole bunch of time around like other tourists and like a whole bunch of other like city slickers that just know Tokyo, you know. So I think it'd probably be more beneficial to be in a smaller town like that. Maybe at first, you know. Yeah, yep. I've heard about that. There's actually a word for that, dude. There's actually a word for like the whole housing crisis that's going on over there. Let me see here. Yeah, it's like, what's it called? What's the whole housing thing called in Japan where homes are super cheap? And by the way, I'm kind of testing the stream out. I'm on my Mac, and so I feel like things might be a little slow for streaming. Oh, okay. You're probably thinking of Akiya. Akiya, Japan's abandoned or vacant homes. These houses are often extremely cheap, sometimes even given away for free, because Japan has a declining population and many rural properties are left empty. I know what you're talking about. I've seen a lot of videos of people, you know, buying these Akiyas, apparently, and renovating them and stuff like that. I've definitely considered it, you know. Obviously, I'd need to build up the capital for that. But the other thing is, like, I think a lot of those homes are obviously being abandoned because they're in areas that people don't necessarily want to be in. It might take you an hour or two just to get to a city, you know, which, you know, by all means, if that's not an issue for you, like, maybe that could be potentially a good deal. But I could also just see that being a pain in the ass. I gotta let Discord know that how do I do this? Where is Twitch? This is Discord. And then I want to share. How do I share? Twitch.tv me. How do I get to me? I guess I copy this and then go back to my Discord like that. Enter, send now. All right, everyone should know that I'm live. That's a part of the Discord now, I think. Oh, that's crazy. I don't see Discord on my... Oh, there it is. I actually have, I have two desktops right now. I have one right under me, right here, my actual Mac, and then I have another display right here, which is pretty cool. Even if I don't plan on doing YouTube full time again, please keep us posted. Yeah, that's definitely one thing I'll do. That's about the only good thing I've been good about lately, is like at least every 3 months I post an update video. I just don't feel like that's good enough, you know? But, you know, obviously if I get to Japan, then I'll have a lot more content to film. Content will become pretty easy for me, you know? To make it easier on my PC, probably need to change the bit rate a little bit. Honestly, just need to invest in a gaming PC so I'm not having as much trouble as I am. Seems to be doing decent though. NYT games. Let me see here. I sure hope so, Swayze. Is this my account? Let me see something. I think this is it. All right, first I usually do the NYT in the morning. All these games. Well, I do Wordle and I do Connections and I do the mini crossword. And then it takes me like 2 hours to study Japanese because I've got a whole bunch of different apps. So I'm just gonna jump right into it. How can I zoom in? That's magnifier. What does option do? Nothing? Control? Oh, there we go. Okay, ADIEU. We've got an E. Swayze, just hop on board, brother. Go. Go, silly. Go. I'm trying to get into anime. I just, I haven't gotten really around to it. I mean, I could sit here and be like, yeah, I watched Naruto and Bleach and stuff like that, but those are like your typical, like, everybody watches those even if you're not an anime fan type of shows, you know? I've been trying to get through some of the more popular movies, and then after I watch some of the more popular movies, I'll start to get into some more like modern anime, and even maybe some suggestions from other people and stuff. Holy crap, I got lucky there. So CLO blank E. Maybe clone? Okay, maybe close? Cloak? Are you serious right now? Clove. On the last one. Okay, nice. Gotta do connections now. And Swayze, it's probably gonna take me a long time to even get to the point where I'm able to go there in the first place, you know what I mean? I'm just as stuck in life you know, I'm stuck in life with everybody else right now, too. Reach for the stars and maybe you'll end up somewhere in the clouds, though. You know what I mean? All right, let's create 4 groups of 4. Gather, harvest, pick. Reap? Nice, okay. Collect as from an orchard. Ryan, how we doing, brother? Is that the Ryan I'm thinking of? Is that my my nomadic homie, Ryan? Swayze, yep, you were right. All right, what about things that you maybe put on your hand, like in a baseball glove, a magic wand, a guitar can go in your hand, a golf club maybe? One away. Lasso? What would we replace? Lasso, maybe? No. Maybe like that? Alright, I'm scared. I only have one more try. I'm decent, Ryan. I'm decent. I'm hanging in there, you know? A homie let me stay with him for a little while, so I'm in my hometown right now, just at an actual house. And, so I'm just kind of getting my thoughts in order, you know what I mean? Just trying to figure out how I want to go about this year and trying to plan and have a really good year, and so that's kind of where I'm at. Yeah, hometown. It's been cold, man. We actually got snow. We got snow. Here, I'll show y'all. Here in town. I think it was on my Instagram. I can't find it. But yeah, man. I mean, my whole entire home city was covered in snow. What was it, yesterday or the day before that? It's been freezing. It feels like it's -10. It's, and I hate it. I don't do well with the cold. Okay, what about fix, solution, answer, and remedy? There we go. Okay, way of solving a problem. A can opener, an eyedropper, an eraser. These are things that like fix problems. I guess. And a magic wand. Are you serious? Photoshop tools, eraser, eyedropper, lasso, magic wand. That makes a lot of sense. And then objects that may be right or left-handed. Ah. Baseball glove, can opener, golf club, guitar. All right. Well, at least we got 2 of the groups. Yeah, send me a pic. Cause Ryan, you're northeast, right? I can't even imagine how cold it is up there. I'm happy that you're spending some time at a house, though. Man, if I had to be spending like this -10-degree weather in my car, it'd be rough, man. A lot of the times I go to parks to take dumps, and those metal toilets, man, sometimes my cheeks be getting stuck to them things, you know what I mean? And if it's this cold, I don't know if y'all have ever seen that movie, A Christmas Story, but you know that kid that was stupid and stuck his tongue out and put it on the pole and his tongue got stuck on it and he had to call the fire ambulance? That's me, but with my ass on the toilet, you feel me? Sometimes I feel like I can't get up from that. All right, next is the mini. All right, elevator alternative is, what are those moving stairs called? An escalator? But that's too long of a word. An elevator alternative. Stairs? Stair? Evil Corporation on Apple TV's Severance. I have not watched Severance. A little bit of pee on your butt. Yeah, man, that's why you gotta keep them wet wipes on you, dog. I buy them wet wipes from HEB. They're like $2 for like a 100 pack. And they're multi-purpose. I like clean my car with them and I wipe my ass with them. It may not be the greatest alternative to an actual wet wipe. They're more like alcohol wipes, but I mean, I'd much rather use it is what it is, you know what I mean? I mean, it's cleaning my ass. It's better than freaking normal toilet paper that you freaking are gonna get all kinds of dingleberries and freaking all this other stuff. Like, I don't like normal toilet paper anymore. I'm bougie with it, with my $2 wet wipes, you feel me? Ring-shaped coral reef. I don't know. Aura of confidence. Aura of confidence. I don't know. Lenka. Something Lenka, no idea. Severely criticizes. Severely criticize. I would put bully right here, honestly. One-on-one academic coach. A teacher, I would say a coach. A one-on-one academic coach. Oh, a tutor. Tutor. Ahead of our time. Future, ahead of our time. A preppy shirt is a button up, I don't know. Show with a recently aired 50th anniversary special. Bruh, I don't watch TV. Does anyone watch TV nowadays? Alright, I'm gonna have to look some of these up. I feel like I'm gonna I feel like I'm gonna feel really stupid after looking some of these up. Evil Corporation on Apple. Evil Corporation on Apple. This one. Lumon. I would have never got that. I haven't. Severance is a TV show, isn't it? Ring-shaped coral reef. What is this? Sluts? Ring-shaped. Severely criticize. Severely criticize. Slams. Okay, that makes sense. You're slamming somebody. I don't know if I'd use that in my everyday vocabulary, but okay. Izod? Oh yeah, Izod maybe? For 4 down? Maybe it is Izod. 7 across, ring-shaped coral reef. I feel, man, I really wish my brain would just be like, yeah, that's what it is, but... A toll. What the hell is a toll? A toll. So that means it's not Izod. What is a toll? A toll. What is a toll? A toll. That doesn't look anything. What the hell is this? A toll. Go. Go. Okay, whatever. A preppy shirt, aura of confidence, SR, I'm not gonna get that. No idea what that is. Something Lanka. SRI? What is an SRI Lanka? Ahead of our time. I think this is wrong. Elevator alternative is... I think all that, it's like that. No, this is tutor. Preppy shirt. Oh, SNL. SNL, I think. This was Luman. Steps. Oh, Apollo. Apollo, that's what it is. Yeah, Polo, and then ahead of our time. I don't know, toe? Moto? Aura of confidence. Mano. Okay, aura of confidence. Mojo, okay. Emoji ahead of our time? What? That is stupid. Ahead of our time, emoji. Interesting. Yeah, that makes absolutely no sense, dude. Unless it, I mean, I guess it's just like... It's like that's the normal thing to do nowadays, is use emojis, but they could have chosen a better word for that. All right. So the next thing I usually do in the morning is study Japanese. And this is gonna take me a long time. So there's a couple of different things that I do. I'm not even sure if I'm gonna be able to do them on here. I definitely know that I could do Duolingo. So first I do Duolingo, And then I do hard kana practice, which I don't... Yeah, a lot of these are actually like on my phone, so I don't know how I'm gonna do this. I mean, what I could do though is maybe sign into my Anki account, because that's basically kind of the most important one that I do. Yeah. Let me see here. 13 of 3 for the core, I believe. And like greetings has... Why does it look different? Like this is my Anki right here. And these are all like my decks of cards that I study. Not all of them, obviously. No, I don't do all of them, but like this is a deck, this is a deck. The Core 2000 is a deck. And then obviously Duolingo. And then I use this Kana app to practice the actual characters and like the alphabet of Japanese. And then I've actually got a different Anki app. One thing we could do, if Anki works, is also Wanikani. Oh wow, yeah. So we could do Wanikani, which this is me learning kanji. So I'll go ahead and do these. Okay. Boshi, hat, to, and kutsu, shoes.
白い
Kutsu wa the hat and shoes are white. Shiroi?
白い
White. Nice.
これらは私の赤いコートです。
I hope y'all can hear this. これらは
私の赤いコートです。これらは私の赤いコートです。赤い。これらは私の赤いコートです。コートです。
This is my red coat. These are my red coats. Okay. Kind of the same thing.
白い靴と赤い傘
Shiroi kutsu, white shoes, and red umbrella. White shoes and a red umbrella.
赤い
Nice.
それらは私の帽子です。それらは私の帽子です。
Sorera wa
それらは私の帽子です。
boshi desu.
です。
That is my hat. Those are my hats. Oh, okay. Sorera. So sore and kore is like saying this and that. But then when you add a ra to the end of it, sore ra or kore ra, it becomes like these or those instead of this and that.
それらは私の赤いコートですか？
So sore ra, it would be those.
それらは
I believe. Yeah. Those.
それらは
And it ends in a deska,
ですか？
which means that it's a question. So are those
それらは
my watashi no
私の
watashi no my red
コート
are those my red coats? Yeah.
それらは私の白い帽子です。それらは私の白い帽子です。それらは私の白い帽子です。帽子です。それらは私の白い帽子です。
Those are my white hats. Those are my white hats.
それらは白い傘です。
Those are white umbrellas. Yeah. I agree, Swayze. I'm just infatuated with the language itself. Like, apart side from the actual culture of it, which is awesome in itself, I am just infatuated by the actual language itself.
これらは私の白い帽子です。
これらは私
の白い帽子です。
白い帽子です。
これらは私の白い帽子です。
So this would be, these are my white hats. These are my white hats, yeah. Where is my white hat? Okay. Damn. I think so it would be Shiroi Boshi. I just get confused about the placement because it's basically like the opposite of English, and so it's like watashi no desu. Deska, but doko needs to be here. Doko shiroi wa doko. No. Stop it. Go here. What are you doing?
帽子白い
Shiroi boshi wa doko watashi no desu ka? Okay, so watashi no shiroi. Watashi no shiroi boshi wa doko desu ka? It's like I had all of the words. I just didn't know how to order them. That's irritating. Okay, where is my shoe? So I guess it's watashi no kutsu
靴
wa
は
watashi no is like saying my whatever. So you would say my shoes. Wa is a particle. saying that you are talking about what's in front of it. I think. Deska is the question. Doko means where, so it's like
どこ
Watashi no kutsu wa doko desu ka? Okay. Got that one. Correct, Sueji. Ka is at the end for questions. That, which is sore.
それ
Sore wa
は
watashi no
私の
boshi desu.
棒です。
And see, this is where it gets confusing because it's like now all of a sudden they want watashi no in the middle of the sentence instead of the beginning. I think. Yeah, see? That is my hat. Sore wa watashi no boshi desu. Those, so that would be sorera
それら
wa watashi no boshi, or actually shiroi boshi
白い帽子
desu.
です
Sorera wa watashi no shiroi boshi desu. This is wrong? Oh. Okay, I guess I'm surprising myself today. Those are my personal belongings, white hat, sentence ending. Okay, where? Doko wa... No, but it's gonna be, where's my white hat? Watashi no...
私
Watashi
の
no boshi... Or actually,
白い白い
Watashi no shiroi boshi wa
は
doko desu ka?
どこですか
I don't exactly understand why the sentence is structured that way, but I guess it's just because it's asking where something is opposed to making a statement. Watashi no shiroi boshi wa doko desu ka? "415 days. 365 of those days was Spanish, though. I basically stopped doing that. Or I did. Sweet. Alright, that's Duolingo for the day. Which one is the word for white? Boshi? Or, sorry, no, that's hat. Shiro. Shiro. I don't know why. Duolingo has it as Shiroi, but I'll show you. Shiro is white. And hat is boshi. Boshi. All right, Duolingo's done. We did the NYT and Rubik's today. All right, I'm not sure if I want to do any lessons on Wanikani today, but I definitely need to do all these reviews because that is a lot of reviews that I gotta get done. And essentially what WaniKani is just learning kanji and the radicals that form kanji. So like that, this is 7. That's a radical. This is the radical for person. That is enter. That is slide. These are just radicals. This is not kanji. That is gun. That is lid? Yeah, lid. This is river. That is 2. Yeah. This is mouth. This is stick. That is a bow? Yeah. Looks like a bow. That is tree, no. Tree? Yeah, tree. Barb, looks like a barbed fence. A radical means, so kanji are made up of radicals. And like, I'm going through radicals like right now. And then you put radicals together to form a kanji. It'll make more sense here in a second, I'll show you. Like this radical is for power. And then once you know the radicals, you know, you can say, use the radical for this is power. You can take another radical that means stick, and together they make a kanji that kind of look like power and stick, and that kanji could mean magic wand. Does that make sense? Stick, power, magic wand. And so that kanji would, you know, show like an image in an artistic writing style, and it could mean something. And then every kanji has a kunyomi and an onyomi. Kunyomi is like the vocabulary and the meaning of it, I believe. And then the onyomi is like the sound that the kanji makes, which comes from, I believe, Japan stealing Chinese writing system, which is the kanji, I believe. And the Chinese actually had sounds for the kanji, and so that's why it's called the onyomi. And the way you can remember that is like on, like sound. Sound is on, the onyomi. So the sound that the kanji makes. But the kunyomi is another way of pronouncing it, but it's also like the meaning and the vocabulary of the kanji. This means 10. Or is it just, oh, I think it's just cross. Yeah, it's cross, okay. That is drop, like a drop of water. That is big. That is woman. Okay, this is an actual kanji. And this kanji is sword. And I have to, the reading for sword is, I believe, Tokyo? I could have sworn it was like Tokyo. It's just to. Yeah. So to remember this kanji, you got to remember it as like a katana. And then this is for the reading is to, like in Tokyo. So you're practicing your swordsmanship in Tokyo, but it's just to. Okay. That is fins? Yeah, fins. Construction. Cross. That says Fuji-san. Fuji-san. So, well, yeah, Fuji-san. Fuji-san, yeah. And I think san, S-A-N, san, I believe is like mountain, I believe. That is flag, I think. Which, you know, it looks like a flag. That is mountain. The meaning of this vocabulary is Mount Fuji. Okay, so for sword, we got this wrong last time. It was like Tokyo. To. So to. The meaning of this is one person. And the vocabulary for that is hitori. Hito can mean one. A lot of things can mean one. Can also mean ichi. There's a lot of different ways to say one, actually. So instead of saying Mount Fuji, they say Fuji-san. I think so. I think so. And then you could say like Everest. Mount Everest-san, or something like that. You just, I believe you just put the name of the mountain and then san at the end of it. Hitori, ri for the person. The meaning of this is sword. This is, I think, yeah, sword. The reading for mountain is san. That's actually... Oh, that's the kanji reading. They want the vocabulary reading. I have no idea. What was it? Oh, that's right. Okay. Yeah, so the meaning... Yeah, you've got like... Context, no. Kanji compensation, mountain. See, like... It is san for the... whatever. But as far as the actual reading goes, you have to remember... Yama. Yama. This is Yama right here. Yama. So what are you doing going up the mountain? You are hunting for yams. Yama. Yams. You're hunting for yams. Yama. Yama. This is sai. Kudasai. Kudasai means please. And then the vocabulary for this was yama. Yama. There we go. You are hunting for yams at the top of the mountain. Mountain, yama. And it just means mountain. This means please. Kudasai, please. Oh, that's it. That was fast. That's all the reviews for Wanikani. today. I guess. I thought there was going to be a lot more than that. And then the lessons, that's when you like, you know, I was just doing my reviews for the day of things that I've already kind of learned. But lessons is where you actually go in and you learn more. But you only want to learn more when you think you've gotten down what you've already learned, if that makes sense. Oh yeah, Japanese is probably, I mean, people say Japanese is one of the hardest languages in the world to learn. Like for instance, Japanese dictionary. Yeah, let me see here. Japanese dictionary for Hashiru. And then let me bring this over here. So for instance, this right here, this is a kanji, and then hiragana after it. Japanese has 3 writing systems: hiragana, katakana, and kanji. And this is like the kanji for run, I believe. Hashiru. Hashiru means to run. And then this is kind of how you would pronounce it. It'd be ha-shi-ru. Ha-shi-ru. To run. But like you could take this. I wish it would show the kunyomi and anyomi of hashiru. This is a better representation. Bruh. Okay, so like kanji card, meaning to run. The anyomi, The anyomi is so. So that's what the kanji sounds like. So. And the kunyomi is hashiru. And I'm pretty sure it'd just be more native and normal just to say hashiru. To be like, to run. It's not, I don't think it's as popular to use the anyomi. And I believe that it could have So'u Ryoku, ability to run. Hashiru, to run. Anyways, I guess I was just trying to give you an example. Okay, Wanikani is done. Kana review I'll have to do on my phone. And I could try to do these. These are really hard for me. This is the Core 2000 deck. So the Core 2000 deck is, it's basically 2000 essential Japanese words / phrases that are good to know, and are like the most used. And so I've been working on this deck. I actually think that I need to update what's on my phone, synchronize. Yeah. All right. It could have been bad. Basically, you have to synchronize what you're doing on your phone on the actual desktop as well. Oh yeah, no, there's different dialects in Japanese as well. Like someone from Osaka could have kind of like a different way of using words and stuff opposed to someone who grew up in like Tokyo. And I guess the way you could compare it, I could be wrong, but I guess the way you could compare it is like someone from like, Texas with a thick southern accent compared to someone from like up north in Boston with a, hey, I'm walking here type of accent. Like they're two completely different speaking ways of speaking, and maybe they even use some words like, like maybe in Boston they say poop for bread or something, but here in Texas we say pee for bread instead, if that makes sense. So I mean, yeah, there's definitely that in Japanese. With that said, though, I mean, there's just the basic English language as well. So it's like what I'm learning right now is the very like essential basic Japanese way of learning the actual language, I think. So now we can go into the core, and then this is ashi. Ashi. Ashi means foot or leg. And the way you remember that is, ah, shit, I stepped in poop with my foot. Foot, leg.
Ashi, ashi,
Ashi.
ashi, ashi.
Ashi.
Kare wa ashi ga nagai.
Good. That's kind of how it works. Okay, kotomo. Kotomo. Well, I know that this kanji right here means child. So, kotomo, child maybe? Yes, child.
子供
Oh, sorry, it's do. Kodomo. Kodomo.
子供
Kodomo. Toshi. Week. Year. All right, so if there's a word that I get wrong, here's what I do. I go to my Japanese language book, basically, here in my ChatGPT. And it takes forever to load because I've been using this for freaking like 2 months now, and there's a bunch of information on it. Yeah, they're very much introverts over there. As an introvert myself, I feel like I'd get along with everybody there very well. I mean, it'd be easy for me to fit in that specific regard. But at the same time, there's a word called there's a Japanese word called hikikomori. Hikikomori basically means hiki to pull, komori to shut. So pull and shut. And it essentially is a phenomena in Japanese culture to seclude yourself, basically trap yourself inside with like no communication with the outside world. You're basically shutting yourself off from the real world, and it's a huge problem in Japanese culture to just what's the word for overwork in Japanese? I forget. Japanese word for... It's like death from overwork. Karoshi. Karoshi. Karoshi is, you know, they have a really big, like, work problem in Japan where people just don't stop. And it's a problem. And people just drink themselves to death, essentially. But it's a good word to use, or to remember, is hikikomori. And it just means seclusion. So I'm kind of scared about that, because people are very to themselves, like you're saying, in Japan. And I can be like talkative, I can be extroverted. And so I feel like that might be a problem if I ever go. Like, you know, I'm introverted, but every once in a while I need to get out of my comfort zone and go out and talk to people and stuff. And so I'm sure it's not all bad. You see people all the time on media, you know, talking to natives, and for the most part, they're some of the nicest people in the world, it seems like, you know, so. Okay, Toshi is year. So what I do here is I copy the word, and then in ChatGPT, I'm like, words that I'm having a hard time memorizing. Shit, I didn't mean to push enter. I wasn't done. And then on top of that, you're freezing. Come on, dude. Really? Yeah, I wasn't done. You can stop. Stop. Maybe it'd be easier if I just, Bruh, really? Okay. My computer's wigging out. I can't do this on here. Let me see what else I could do right now. I think what I'm gonna have to do is download the apps that are on my phone onto my actual computer. But also, it's a lot for my poor little Mac to be dealing with streaming and all this other stuff all at the same time. And it's crazy it can't even operate ChatGPT while I'm streaming. Car culture? I know they have car culture there, but I've never been the biggest car guy. My friend that is letting me stay at his house, he's a huge car guy. He's actually a mechanic. He knows a lot more about it than I do. Tokyo Drift was the best Fast and Furious movie, in my opinion, though. Yeah, Tanner. Tanner actually has a drift car. Yeah, Tanner has a drift car, and then, I mean, check this out. He's got a whole ass rig behind me. I'll show you. Yeah, so that's legitimately like an actual sim that you drive. Yeah, racing sim. Yeah, racing sim. He's good at it too. Tanner's been driving cars his whole life and has been working on them his whole life. He actually owns him and his buddy have a shop that they work out of. I think I could get into it. I think I probably could get into it. It's just extremely expensive. But I could see myself, like, having a nicer whip. Like, before I bought the Prius and I had the Acura, I used to love freaking just, like, you know, doing irresponsible things on the highway and stuff, you know what I mean? And not me, someone else named Jake McCollum enjoyed doing that. You feel me, dog? But... No, I have a lot of fun driving. It's like one of my favorite things in the world, and so I could definitely see myself like getting into it. I don't know about like learning all the parts and being like, yeah, I got this engine in this car that's really awesome and stuff. Like I think I'd probably just be like, Tanner, help me to get this. I just want to drive this thing and feel awesome in it and drift around and go fast and go from there. You know what I mean? Yeah. Yeah, just to go to those places to admire other people's vehicles. That's kind of what I did growing up. Here in this small town, I just would, you know, there'd be like car meetups every weekend, and I would just chill with Tanner, and Tanner had a, let me see if I can find it, a picture of what Tanner had. So Tanner had this growing up when we were like 16 years old. It's a Fox Body Mustang. And he freaking did all kinds of work on it. And then, you know, on the weekends, we'd we would raise hell, for the lack of a better way of saying it. And we'd meet up in like Walmart parking lots and a whole bunch of other car guys, and we'd all check each other's stuff out and do things on the highway that we probably shouldn't do, you know? That's a good question. The timeline of getting to Japan, it honestly depends on finances. I mean, if someone were to invest in me, you know what I mean? I could, you know, as soon as my passport gets here, I could sign up for school and head out here pretty soon. But it's not that it's not realistic. It's just, you know, I feel like what could happen is, you know, I get some good studying under my belt, and I get like a general understanding of the language before going, and then I could go into school, and it would be a lot easier for me to get through to do school since I have a better understanding of it. And then as far as being able to pay for it, I'm trying to find like remote work right now. Like, there might be someone right now that might need some editing help, and so I could help edit his videos, and I could do that anywhere. I can edit videos anywhere. And then so it's either basically figure out a way to get a large sum of money so I don't have to worry about money while I'm in Japan, or find remote work to do while I'm in Japan. But I mean, school itself, I think I did the calculations, for about a year it would cost about 30 grand, I believe. Something like that. And that's with everything. That's like cost of living, that's food, that's the school, that's literally everything. But I mean, if I'm making money while being there, it's a lot less of an issue, you know? So teaching English in Japan, you'll hear more bad things about it than you will hear good. Like, there's this thing called the JET program, and you can go through the JET program. But basically what that means is you have to fill out an application, and number one, you have to have college under your belt, and you have to have a degree in something. Doesn't really matter what it is as long as you have a bachelor's, I believe. But you can apply for the JET program, and essentially what they do is, you know, you fill out an application telling them where you want to teach, and if you write down freaking Tokyo or Osaka, they're just gonna look at your application and laugh at you, because that's what everybody wants to do. They're looking for people that are willing to be spread out and go into like the smaller hometown places. And then you teach, and a lot of, I mean, if you do research like on YouTube and stuff, like a lot of people have a lot of bad things to say about it. I think it just kind of depends on like what school you get, if the people around you are cool, the location, etc., etc. I don't know how to say your name, brother. Shove Down Reaper or something? How you doing? Oh, Shadow Reaper. That's a sick name. I use Shadow as my username on a lot of accounts and stuff. I appreciate you watching. I'm happy I was able to help you out if I did. Yeah, I don't know for how long I'll be here at an actual house, but for now I'm just kind of chilling. It definitely is, Shadow. If you put your mind to something. Yeah, after 5 years of living in my car, anytime I go to an actual house, it always feels pretty weird. Almost uncomfortable, you know? I've become so accustomed to car life that when I'm at a house, it's like, what do I do with myself? You know what I mean? How long have you been doing it now? Three and a half years? That's a long time. Good luck in your game. I don't understand why my CPU is freaking at 64% usage right now. Is that for OBS or is that just... Look at this. Oh, now all of a sudden it's at 17%. It's probably because my little old Mac can't handle a webcam, another display, OBS running, the internet. It's crazy. I've got some figuring out to do. I gotta figure out what I'm doing with all these channels now, you know? Like, we've got the Jake McCollum channel, the new channel, Jaku no Nikki, we've got McCloud. This is the gaming channel, which is associated with, you know, obviously this Twitch channel for, like, gaming and stuff, but... And we've got Jaku no Nikki, which is essentially the talk show slash podcast that I'm gonna be talking once a week on, just normal talking, you know, which, you know, I'm having a whole bunch of debates in my head about this channel still, because I essentially kind of have already been doing the same thing on the main channel. And so, basically, where my head's at is if I don't try new things and I'm not trying to figure things out, then I'm not making any progress. And so that's why I'm doing like a million different things right now, just trying to figure out what works, what doesn't, and really just go from there. I guess my thoughts were like, keep Jake McCollum as the vlog channel that everybody knows it as, making good vlogs about my life. Make Jaku no Nikki the channel where I can just talk to camera and be open for any extended period of time and be completely transparent and just talk. You know, no editing, just be very raw. That's what Jaku no Nikki is. And then obviously McCloud is like fun gaming stuff. And then even on top of that, I was kind of like, I kind of want to make a Jake McCollum 2. Like a Jake McCollum 2 channel where it's like vlogs, but like unedited. So like I have a whole bunch of footage on my phone of me and Tanner like setting up this room to become like a gaming room and stuff like that. And I'm like, what do I do with that footage? It's like, am I supposed, I can't, you know, it's like, I'm just all over the place. I just want things to work, you know? I just want to figure out how I can make all of this work. This whole YouTube thing / media, like, I just want it all to work somehow. I just want to be able, I just want to get to a point where it's like, okay, this makes sense now. Like, I've got this for that, this for that. Okay, this is doing good over here. Like, and then stay consistent. I just always, it feels like I've got my eggs in so many different baskets, and I don't know, man. But I gotta finish up studying, and then I might come back on later to play some Valorant. It just kind of depends. But I appreciate anyone who tuned in for just the talk and chat and watch me do some of my daily rituals and stuff. I'll have to kind of figure out a better way of going about all of this. So if you haven't been told you're loved today, I love you. Jesus loves you too. Don't forget that. He sure as heck has been helping me out a lot lately, so you be good too, Swayze. Stumbling all over my words right now. Hope you enjoy the rest of your day. Thanks for hanging around. It was good chatting with you, brother.